Hello there. So, Arena is finally coming back. Today we can download the client, and tomorrow, until the 8th of March, we will be able to play it between 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. GMT. So, converted to your own time zone. If you are in Central Europe, okay, well, most of the Europe apart from Britain, Ireland, and Portugal, and the Eastern countries, you are in GMT plus 1 right now. Although we will change to GMT plus 2 at the end of March, so be aware of that. Anyway, this is going to be a first hands-on experience for me. I haven't tried installing Arena before, this Chinese Arena, and yeah, I'll try to overcome the language barrier. Well, not only the language barrier, also the bullshit barrier. Today, right here on this video, the only prior knowledge I have of what is coming is from people discussing the game on SUNTZU Discord. So that's about it. And that's apparently Total War Arena soundtrack, but I've never heard it before, to be honest. That's like a proper song, what the hell? It's like a Total War Arena gaming video, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Who the hell, Teutonicus, why the hell did you put that in? No, give me, there we go. That's a Total War Arena soundtrack. Before the fucking video gets taken down or something. Oh, whatever. It's not like I monetize my content anyway. So now there just might be ads that will give the money to other people, whatever. Sorry for that. Blame Teutonicus, whoever he is. Or blame me for not checking the playlist ahead of time. YOLO Midrash, as people say. Anyway, without further ado, let's go. This is the page that, we were sign-upping in. Is that a word? Signing up in. This is a page that I think is linked in the email that you received from them. And this is also the page that you received from them. So this basically says that the Total War Arena is a 10v10 blah blah game, control commanders for different factions, blah blah. We all know that bullshit. This is some type of code, and it also arrives in email, and it's like the same for everyone, I believe. I'm not 100% sure, so I might be leaking my own code here, but whatever, who cares. Yeah, here's the information about the test. Between 18 and 21, we assume Chinese Standard Time, since it's NetEase, and we also know NetEase a little bit from Conqueror's Blade and how it operates. So yeah, it's most likely using Chinese Standard Time. Shout out to Cheese for providing solid proof for that. And step one is download the step one is register, which we already did, right? And then step 2 is download the game, I believe. The other way around to look at it is the first step is download the game and second is play. No, Google, no. What I want to use.
The Gambler by Kenny Rogers.
What the fuck, Google? No, shut up. I was just. I never said The Gambler. What the hell? And what Google search for is Kenny's Play. Anyway, I just wanted to enable Google Lens. There we go. Yeah, go to your phone, enable Google Assistant, and then you have Google Lens option, or just point at the screen with your camera on your phone. Yes. So now I'm pointing my camera at my monitor, and it says step 1 is appointment for test appointment, and step 2 is game launcher download. So step 2 it is. Nothing happened. Step 2 it is. Refresh the page. Step 2 it is. Now something happened. Hello there. Yeah, sure. It was in Polish. That totally doesn't leak my terabytes of hentai that I have on my drive. Okay. Let's go. That is probably the NetEase logo. And okay, do I have to wait for this button to be like lit up? Or Google Lens help me? Come on, translate this button for me. You can do it. Install now. Read and acknowledge. It keeps changing the translation depending on how many of the characters it can actually catch and translate. God damn it! But it's basically terms of and agreements. Yeah, okay. I mean, I probably should read it, given that it's fucking Chinese and you know how much bullshit I have. But then again, it's in Chinese, so how the hell do I read it, right? It is technically Google Translate and shit, man. Come on, my camera can't catch the focus. What is this thing in the bottom right corner? Come on, camera, catch the focus. Shitty Samsung's supposed to have like a super good camera and it doesn't. What the hell? Oh, now it catched. It's so fucking small. Can be installed. Okay. Well, whatever. 1%. Let's go. Those are symbols, yes. So the problem with Google Lens a little bit is that, you know, I have to like take my camera a little bit further away from the screen so that it can catch focus properly, and then it can translate. But then it's so fucking small, I need to get really close to read it. Obviously, you can just click the button on the translate thingy, and it will freeze the screen, and then you can just, you know, take your screen closer to your eyes to read it, or even zoom in on the picture, I believe. Can I zoom in on the picture once I click it? Yeah, I can, so. Never tried it because I never needed it. But hell yeah, this is exciting. Experiencing the Chinese download speeds. Right here, live on the video. So maybe we should have something interesting to talk about. Well, one thing that is coming is the Chinese phone and ID number. And from what I've read on Discord already, one of my members just said that he skipped it and it was fine. So I think we're gonna attempt that. Other than that, also someone on my Discord linked, like, you know, like random Chinese phone number generator and random Chinese ID number generator. So yeah, I think you can skip it. I'm gonna try skipping it to see if it works. And if it works, hey, that's a signal for all of you that you don't need to engage in this random ID and phone number bullshit. So that will be good. Also, there was one leaked screenshot, apparently. Although, as all leaked footage, it was obviously like fucking 360p max, if not worse. But what you could see in that screenshot was essentially a new game mode. It was the old map, Passage of Augustus. But where you used to have like the symbols for two bases, and you know, the capping progress for them. Well, the UI was changed a bit. It was like one above the other, but it was more something like in Conqueror's Blade, to be honest. Very similar, actually. Basically, it was the blue base on the left side and the red base on the right side, and there were like capping points in between. So maybe it's something similar to like offense defense mode, where blue team has to capture, like, you know, a strategic point after strategic point, and capturing one strategic point enables the capture of another, something like that. Maybe it was just, you know, base ABC, and you can control ABC and cap the enemy base. But I would definitely like to see, and something that I, you know, suggested way back in the day, way back in Steam days actually, and I think I even mentioned it on the podcast. Anyway, it was dojos. It's like another game mode. It's just straight up taken from Shogun 2, and in Shogun 2 it was great. And in Shogun 2 it worked because most of the maps in Shogun 2, like if not every single map actually, they were actually balanced. They were just straight up balanced, symmetric. So when you have a symmetric map, right, and you can put those strategic buildings like dojos that give you various bonuses for capping them in equal distances from both teams. So then it's, again, equal chance and equal fighting ground for all those teams around those buildings, and equal distance for them to reach them. So entirely balanced. But try to do something like that on arena maps, and you have a problem, because most of arena maps are imbalanced in that they're not symmetric. And, you know, like, not being symmetric is okay to a certain point, but some maps are just so fucking asymmetric that one team has like clear advantage above the other, which is kind of shit. So yeah, you would need to be very careful about the placement of the dojos, or alternatively, you know, just fix the fucking maps and make them balanced so that both teams have actually equal chances of winning. That would be nice. I think there was only one example of them fixing like an atrocious offense to such an imbalance, and that was Book Forest, where one team had a clear retreat path from their watchtower. It was next to the river, and the other team didn't. So when you capture the watchtower, you know, and the people who were defending the watchtower had no way to run other than straight to the enemy that's coming, you know, from ahead of you. But the other team did. Or you can look at it the other way around. The team who pushed, you know, and captured the watchtower, they had a straight way to the base, and on the other side you had to go all the way around a huge mountain and through forests. So yeah, not really balanced at all. And that's like the biggest offense, and they actually fixed that biggest offense. But the fact that something like that even went past their, like, you know, whoever approves of this shit before it goes live, that just speaks kind of volumes. That someone was at first okay with it, approved it, and that someone came up with it in the first place as well. It's like, yeah, that would be cool to, you know, fuck one team over the other and didn't notice something like that. Yeah, and the other offense for me is Marathon, which they just failed to see. Hey, there we go. Where one watchtower gives you supervision above the swamp area that you normally have very limited vision in, and the other watchtower just shows a little bit of a forest that you can look into by just standing close to it, and reveals nothing that you wouldn't normally see anyway with your units if you're around there. So yeah, that's kind of bullshit. The other one also has a river ahead of the like defensive position, on the hill slash plateau. The other team has, well, swamp ahead of it, so it's a completely different approach. And it was just not symmetrical at all. It's still a different experience attacking one side and attacking on the other side, which is, I guess, what they were going for. But in a competitive multiplayer game, something like that just speaks balance issues. You can have it in a single player game, sure. I mean, it's even preferable, I would say. But in a multiplayer game, where, you know, whether on whichever side you start the game on, should give you 50% chance of winning, right? Anyway, enough of this bullshit. I guess I have to press the shiny button, but let's see what this bullshit below says. Go Google Lens. Automatic startup is on the left. What is on the right? Create desktop shortcuts and then start directly. Okay. Let's go. What was that? Oh, there we go. Hello there. So this is the NetEase Chinese launcher, I would assume. Did they just fucking agree to launch it automatically? Well, I'll have to disable it, I guess. I don't want Chinese shit running automatically in my background on startup. Total Arena, first Pioneer test 2020, blah blah blah, the date. Application test. And what is here? Let me zoom in on that. Oh great, as I press the translate button, the translation disappeared. Yeah, fucking great, Google Lens, thanks. Come on, translate it again. Pioneer test announcement, players, thank you for collecting. Probably like post feedback or something. What is this in the bottom right corner? Probably play. Log in. Not open yet. Player feedback collection. Okay. So this is player feedback collection, not open yet, and this is play, right? No, that was log in. That log in probably like play. Come on, Google Lens Translate. You know it's Chinese, hello? Google Lens lost the ability to translate. I wonder if it can translate those little thingies in the bottom left corner. Regardless of this kind of participation, gradually become phonetic self-examination. Beware of being deceived. Yes, it's bad for the game. Arrange your time reasonably. Enjoy a healthy life. Wow, what a message. Corwin would be proud. Wait, that means that's it? Or do I have to still log in? Let's try logging in. Okay, so here's where I log into my NetEase account. So this is probably mail and password. Let's see. Come on, Google Lens, you can do it. Can it? Mobile number registration / login. Okay. Does it mean email? Authentication end. What? Okay, that's probably password. Let's see. That's definitely not a password. Otherwise it would be, you know, dotted out. Okay, what are those buttons below? Register an account. I already have an account. Maybe the thingy up above is like if you already have an account. Standard number. No. Fuck! Stop changing the translation. No login here. What? Okay, what does Discord say about it? think someone posted something about it. It's like email pass used to register. But I've got the same screen. It's not the same screen. It's very similar, but it's not the same. But what the hell? Like the shit they're posting, like I didn't have that. It's still like different. What the hell? Do I click it? YOLO. Oh. Ah. Also, this like use phone or email to register, and this is like if you already have an account. Okay, let's see. As I said, hands-on experience. I have no idea what I'm doing. I mean, I'm figuring it out as we go. Come on, for fuck's sake, Google Translate. Phone number box. And what does it say below? Come on, like those aren't perfectly in focus. You can trust. Shut up, stupid phone. Ah, there we go. Having two phones. And now it's lost focus, even though it was like same distance. On. The thing in the middle is the password, because it says forget password on the right side. It's still gonna translate the thing on the left. Yeah, translating something from the screen is like a pain in the ass, because well, you know how screens will look on the phone or a camera lens. Pick up all this RNG, RGB jitter, whatever you call it. House. Aircraft carrier. What the fuck? So they translated this as aircraft carrier. And this as a house. The fuck? What am I clicking here? Come on. Give me something I can work with. Not a house. Let me move it to my other screen. Maybe it will be able to do it there better. Let's see. Remember password. There we go. This screen is better for translating shit. Maybe just a coincidence though. Auto login. Yeah, I guess. So this is remember password, and this is auto login. Okay. Yeah, sure. There we go, now password is probably being... Okay, so this is my email. Yolomid Russian. And my password was... this? I think? Okay, what is this thingy below? The red button is obviously like login. But what is below? Come on. So, the stupid thing about my phone is that for some reason, some genius put 4 different cameras in it. And I think now it switches between different cameras as I, you know, try to get closer and try to get focus on it. And none of the cameras are fucking able to read it, and I have no control over which camera my phone uses at the moment. They all seem unable to fucking focus properly. Come on. Okay, try further away. Yeah, if I zoom further away, it comes into focus, but like all the RGB jitter starts kicking in. Fucking unable to translate. YOLO, I'm just gonna click the red button. Fuck it. Oh, okay, what is this? Is this the famed ID thingy? Some message came in? Fuck off, random Chinese dude. The third account of the account must be authenticated by real name according to relevant requirements of the intern measures of management of cultural online games. And fucking changed the translation as I was mid reading it. With regard to the relevant requirements of intern measures and your personal right protection, online game users must use the designated transaction certificate information for account registration. Yeah, sure. And what is this? Probably like ID number, phone number, and some bullshit. Anyway, let's close it. Okay, and what is this? WAE12. Please be happy within words. Okay, and what is this down below? Convince. For fuck's sake, stop changing the translation as I was reading. Like, they changed the translation 3 times. Come on. Can be modified in personal culture. This nickname will be used for in-game use and can be modified in individuals. Okay, so it's probably like 12. Shit, SUNTZU mystery is longer than 12. SUNTZU mystery? Ah! But this guy hates me. Mishu! Ha! I figured it out, guys. From henceforth, you will be known as Darth Mishu. Let's do it. It's probably like, congratulations, please enjoy game and have a good life. Point at text you want to translate. Yes, but can camera come into focus? Don't buy Samsungs, for fuck's sake. I was like, okay, do I buy Samsung or do I buy LG? I had a choice between the two of them. But, you know, I was like really digging deep into it, like, you know, comparing the phones really, really closely. But then in the end, Samsung won because of some of the features. But a camera wasn't one of them. I was like, I don't need like some bullshit extravaganza camera. Okay, now I pointed in. Okay, please have a legal nickname. You're fucking illegal. SUNTZU Mishu without the underscore? I guess that worked. Could have I maybe used space? Shit, yeah, think about it. Couldn't change my nickname. Hello there. Can't click it. What is this button down below? Like, the button is in focus, there's no RGB jitter over it. And the app is still unable to translate it. Come on, can I like make it bigger? No, it doesn't make the button bigger, obviously. Oh, whatever. Henceforth, I'm known as SUNTZU. Because there's no space in between. And it probably wouldn't be legal anyway. Ah. Please have a legal nickname. SUNTZU Mishu it is. But if you put SUNTZU, you have only 6 fucking characters left for the rest of it. Why the fuck do you limit us to 12? I think it's the same in FGL. I mean, it makes sense in Chinese because, like, and Japanese because, you know, the 12 of their characters, and each character is like a syllable. Or in Japanese, even, you know, entire words. So yeah, 12 is plenty for them. But come on, think of us Westerners. I have no idea what this button does. So, I think, well, this button changed, right? So it probably was like login before, and now it confirmed that my account has access to Arena since I was invited to the test or whatever. Let's try translating this button. Come on, perfect focus, no jitter. Come on, you can do it. Google Translate. Install. Okay. Oh, okay, there we go. So previously I was just downloading the NetEase client. Okay. Yeah, do I want this? Let's see. No. Look, what's my space? Could install on this SSD, I guess. Okay, here. New folder. Cover price is totally gay porn. That's what I'm telling you. No idea what it is actually. Probably a GIF. Oh, there's also Pride here. What the hell? It's so much gay porn. Holy shit. Yeah. Chinese Arena. Whatever. Yeah. But in fact, there are 2 of those. Also install the Chinese Arena? Maybe I should have left it as it was. But I don't want it on C. C is my M.2. I have M.2 and 2 SSDs, so just put an SSD. M.2 has to be, you know, free for system to run smoothly. Okay, now let's figure out what the other thingies are. Come on, you can translate it. White text on black background. You can do it. Come on, there's no jitter, not everything. Come on, it's perfect focus. Is like the font too small or whatever for the phone to read it. Fuck. Oh, launch settings. Automatically download incomplete tasks after launch. Download speed limit unlimited. After purchasing the game, you question ball. What? After buy game layers. Fuck, stop changing the translation. Can you have like one translation for it? And not change it every half a second? Pop-up window no longer. After purchasing the game, settings window no longer pops up. Game points. Game Queen. Remove installation package 7 days. What? I don't know, the third button over here. Rights reserved, 7 days. Game equipment. So this is after the game is installed, after medication. Your medication, or whatever. Accept installation package 7 days. This like no longer expires. It's like it's gonna remove the game after 7 days of installation. Holy shit, is so fucked up. This? Don't remove it. Let me try to get a translation on this once again. Someone is playing Chinese national item, okay. What translation? Mizuhisa pending. No, you're fucking not Mizuhisa pending. What the fuck? They changed the translation as I was clicking the button. Like, such a stupid bullshit system. Once you get a translation, fucking keep it. Keep. Stay. Determine. Keep forever. Yeah, keep the installation forever. YOLO. Hey, 0% of one. Wow. There we go. Let's see the speed I can get. Oof. No, not very high speed. That's the best I can get from a Chinese server. Yeah, my internet goes up to like 15 megabytes. Not bits, bytes. So yeah, there's like less than 10% of its possibilities. Or whatever, this would last 2 hours. Not would, it will last 2 hours. So I'm definitely not going to continue this video for 2 more hours. But yeah, I imagine that was the last step. Hey, we got 2 megabytes for a second. Maybe it will speed up a little and be finished in 1.5 an hour instead of 2. Anyway, so yes, this has been the bullshit that is the installation of Chinese Arena. You can totally skip the Chinese ID number thingy, just fucking close that window and don't bother with it. And let me know if you can have a space in your nickname, because then I can be SUNTZU space Mishu and I will be fine. So there's that. Also, maybe they'll finally introduce like clans in the game. Something like they have in Conqueror's Blade. Where, you know, when you're in House SUNTZU, you have SUNTZU above your nickname. And then I could just be Mistru, instead of putting SUNTZU in my own nickname and then Mishu next to it. So yeah, there's that. And if someone can get their nickname to under 6 characters, well, they can't really display there from SUNTZU. Or we can do like ST, but then someone will have SUNTZU, some ST or whatever, and it just, ST just doesn't sound right, to be honest. And what, you capitalize the first two letters and I mean, you capitalize the ST and capitalize the first name and the first letter of the name. It's like SUNTZU. Just like Wargaming didn't give us a space in our nickname, so it's like a slow degrade of the arena. Like Steve version, have whatever the fuck nickname you want. Like I think there's like 32 or 36 character limit. Sure, go crazy, input whatever characters you want. It just takes your Steam nickname. Anything will be displayed in the game. Go ahead, have fun. Wargaming. I don't know the character limitation, but probably also like 32, 36 or whatever. But no spaces, so you gotta have underscore. Okay, fine. Also no special symbols like, you know, the brackets. And now this. At least we can use the Latin alphabet. So that's something, right? Right? Yeah. Okay, on this very positive note. And also, I guess my... Oh, come on, I totally selected it to loop. I have video proof that it was supposed to loop. Also like how this is like completely fresh YouTube account because this is the Yolomid Russian and it still recommends me anime. I think I've like listened to 1 or 2 anime covers probably on this YouTube account already, and it's like, yes, your recommendations are all anime. Thanks YouTube. You really know me. Yes, Fate series best soundtrack. Highly recommend Fate series, by the way.